What is
Okay.
motor vehicle?
We're back, Roger.
We are back on. First thing that we have is drainage.
There isn't
There is
any.
no drainage.
No drainage today?
No.
Well, then we are gonna go to discussion with our auditor.
That'll be next week after all this rain today.
Yeah. Okay, so on next week's agenda, we have approval of liquor license for Springtime Golf Course, discussion decision planning and zoning administrator, and approve application and certificate for payment for retainage of courthouse roof project. That's what we have so far, along with our regular weekly stuff. I have a lot to talk about today. I've been forwarding you emails on a new bill, Senate Study Bill 1124 that came out Friday. The bill would consolidate our general basic and our general supplemental to the max $3.50, and rural basic $3.95. Now, it does not include everything. The EMS levy will be outside of that. The 75 cents is not included in that $3.50. And then it does include a couple other things, like it said in the emails that I forwarded you. The new Senate study bill also covers, it's 102.5% is all we can go over from year to year. So that really limits, what we can increase our budget by on a yearly basis. It also talks about capping our bonds and other limitations, so please read through those that I sent you this morning about Senate Study Bill 1124, because I am very opposed to it, and I'm sure if you read through it, you will be too. It really ties the county's hands, and it will mean budget cuts. And it pertains to this fiscal year 24, the one we're working on, so it will limit, we will have to go back and cut our budget. And it's February 14th, and we're looking at, we still don't know anything on Senate Bill 181. So if you reach out to your legislators today on 1124, please talk to them about 181. Whatever they decide, we need to make a decision so we can move forward, because if they don't extend our deadline and this doesn't pass, by the end of the week, I have to have my notice published. I have to get it to the paper. Or we're not gonna make our deadline by March 31st. If it is gonna pass, then at least we need to know that, so I'm not worried about not getting my notice in the paper in time. So, they need to, they need to make a decision, either go forward with it or not. At this point, we just need a decision on what they're gonna do.
181, they're supposed to make a decision, aren't they?
Yeah, they say early this week, but it's
That's what I
Tuesday
thought.
and they still haven't made a decision. And they're already adjourned for today, so,
That's nice.
yeah, so, that means tomorrow at the earliest. And tomorrow, 1124, will be on the, I don't know what committee it's in, if it's Ways and Means tomorrow in the Senate or what, but that's scheduled for 3:45 tomorrow, so if you can reach out to people today, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm thinking about sending it out to department heads as well, so they're aware of it, so they can reach out to, some of their representatives as well. We're going fierce, getting ready for election, which is March 7th. So yesterday I got our machines ready. We have our public test next week and our training for election workers next week. We will deliver equipment March 6th and pick it up March 8th. We'll have the canvas on March 14th. So, right in the middle of that at the same time, we're trying to work on our budget stuff. Elizabeth from our auditing firm is hoping to come next week or the week after, for our yearly audit. So, she hasn't set it in stone yet, but we will be working on that soon as well. think that is all I have at this point.
That's it?
That's all.
Alright,
Jack?
Board of Health tomorrow morning.
Carter?
I've got,
Yeah, and I guess I attended the Lieutenant Governor's thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got, wellness tomorrow morning. I didn't have any committee meetings this past week.
I also attended that, meeting with the Lieutenant Governor. And then Thursday, we have EMA, to render a decision on the,
Really?
no, this is the hazardous mitigation. So the grant came through and we're just making a decision on, what firm we're gonna go with. If we're gonna go with NITOG or if we're gonna go with JEO. Don't ask me what that stands for, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but, we're rendering a decision on that, as well as, Chris did get a quote for doing some upfit to one of the, side-by-sides to add emergency lights, to make it more visible as an emergency vehicle versus just someone's side-by-side. So we're gonna be having a decision on that Thursday, I believe 5:30 at the EMA building.
Last Monday, I went to the disaster recovery planning process. It was an all-day meeting with some of the emergency managers around here in the county, around surrounding counties. It was interesting. It was worth it. And then we went and met with the Lieutenant Governor, and I think you're the only one that wasn't there, Carter. And that was interesting.
Yeah, what all went on, or?
Yeah.
How did that all go?
It was,
Well, Lieutenant Governor, I mean, he did a pretty, in-depth, presentation on,
It was a good presentation.
yeah, he, talked about how, Israel, put this into the works, and then, there is one city within the US that has taken on this, Jersey.
part of
City.
New York, yeah,
Jersey
northwest part of New York.
Yep, so they've kind of implemented the same thing, as well as, I think he said about 8 other countries around the world, that have implemented this, similar community, response kind of thing. Basically, the gist of it is, they would like to see more volunteers throughout the county, just be as volunteers, and there's an app that they can turn on their phone, and, through the dispatcher, they would basically send out an alert to the people that are closest to, situation to respond with their bag, and
They'll each
basically
be
that's,
given a go bag that has
Yep.
an AED and
Yep.
the equipment that they would need.
and it's just a quicker response, and
What's
that
Nick's
way,
under again?
any situations
Charging.
where if it's a cardiac arrest, or if it's a,
Just not the green
bleed
part.
situation,
Oh,
that they
good.
can control the bleed,
too.
they can, do the AED, things that they need to do before the ambulance arrives, because we've got, situations where it's gonna take 15 minutes for an ambulance to get there. Correct. So this was just a program that the Lieutenant Governor is very on board with, of wanting to see 2 counties in the state take it on as a pilot, to kind of work out the kinks and stuff before they try to roll it out to other counties, so.
Is Kyle on? Does he have anything?
Kyle, do you wanna add anything? Are you still?
I am, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me either, but I'm trying to give you more of an update. We have a lot of information here, but, I'll
Why don't you just give us an update next week?
Yeah,
Yeah, just save it for next week. You're cutting out pretty bad.
you sound more like Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
We had nothing behind assessor before.
No.
Oh, how do you like that?
Anything else?
No.
Wanna adjourn?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. We will go into
Hold on.